Two Wants to Know is warning you about fake invoices that can sometimes look pretty legit. Take a look at this text sent to one of our producers saying $468 is going to be deducted from your card for your Amazon Prime annual subscription. Well, some long strange numbers and instructions to call another long strange number follow. You know, at first glance, this may look real, but if you look real close, you can see the red flags. For example, the who is sending that email, the address at the top has a bunch of letters, or sending that text has a bunch of letters linked to a Gmail account. Now, why would Amazon text you from a Gmail account? Well, they wouldn't. Invoice scams happen every day. The Better Business Bureau sees a whole lot of them. Amazon, of course, is not the only company that it's targeted. There's also many ones using PayPal, the Geek Squad. So we're going to talk about that today. Lachelle Yates from the Better Business Bureau is here. She's going to be taking your questions about scams. Just text 336-379-5775. You can get your question answered by her in real time, but your question is anonymous. Okay, so let's start with these invoice scams. Lachelle, typically, let's talk about how they look.
Yeah, so right now people are reporting invoice scams to BBB Scam Tracker, and here's how they work. These are appearing to come from Geek Squad and PayPal, and they look very real. That's what people are saying. And it says that you're going to be charged hundreds of dollars, and that this is an automatic renewing account. And but then they give you a phone number and a PDF. And now, of course, you're going to call this phone number because you never authorized this charge. And so you're going to call, and a helpful customer service agent is going to answer and pretend to assist you with the cancellation. Now, for the Geek Squad version, they may offer you a refund and then ask you to confirm your bank account information so that they can cancel the subscription. Well, you've just given them your bank account information, and then they're going to use that to gain access to your account and withdraw money without your consent. For the PayPal version, they're going to ask you your username and your password for your account, or they're going to send you to a fake PayPal lookalike website where you're going to enter that information, and then they're going to use that to gain access to your account. So top takeaways. One, ignore these emails from Geek Squad and from PayPal. But if you are intrigued, don't call the phone number, but don't click on the PDFs, because what's going to happen is you're going to download malware onto your computer or onto your device, and then they're going to use that to track keywords and keystrokes and passwords and all of that kinds of things. And the other thing is that you need to be aware of is that this isn't just necessarily a danger for you at home. This can also be a danger at work. So talk about this tomorrow with your coworkers when you get into the office.
Okay, and so that is like a big deal, because scammers don't mind scamming the workplace or you personally. It can be for $5, it can be for $500. There's like no limit to what they'll do. And sometimes you might think, oh, well, I want so-and-so to look at it to see if it's real.
Right. and you know, and that is something that is perfectly legitimate. My dad's always showing me stuff, which I think is great. And I think it's great also to show your coworkers, show your other friends. And one, it educates them in case they didn't know that it was a scam, that these scams exist. But it's also good to have another set of eyes to look at things. And my dad's been getting some things that appear to be scams but are actually real. And here's the scary thing, is that when you're looking at these, you really have to be careful. And we're going over ones that turn out to be real, but we're looking at it minutely. Who is it coming from? Just like you said, the scam that was from Amazon, it was coming from a Gmail account. We're looking at these, they're coming from the real company. So that's how we knew it was real. But we're dissecting each one of these, going through step by step to try to determine if it's real or if it's fake.
All right, well, we just got a text question that says, how do I report scams to the BBB?
That is super easy. So we have BBB Scam Tracker. You just go to bbb.org/scam tracker, and right there it says, do you want to report a scam? And it walks you through the process. And there also at BBB Scam Tracker, you can look to see other scams that have been reported. So if you think that something is a scam, just like if you got this invoice and you're wondering, is this real or is it fake? You could go to BBB Scam Tracker and put in, PayPal or Geek Squad and see if it comes up as a scam. But we really do encourage you to go ahead and report it if you do come across something like this, because you're warning other people, which is always very helpful.
Yeah, the next follow-up question that we got, and this one's kind of a little bit more difficult. Can the BBB help me get my money back?
I wish we could. Believe me, if we had the power, we would. But alert your bank, let them know. Rare occasion they can help you, but at least they can shut down your account and keep anybody from them accessing more of your money. But that's why it's really important to know what the warning signs are of this kind of fraud, so that you're not in the position of trying to get your money back in the first place.
Yeah, it is really rough trying to get your money reimbursed when some scammer has it.